Hello, good afternoon, dear friends. Myself, Sunil Sonigra, and today we are going to discuss about the solution of orthographic projections in the sectional views. We will discuss some animated problems, some basic concepts, and fundamental rules how to draw the sectional orthographic views. So this is the today's highlights. The first topic that today we will discuss, that is introduction about the sectional orthographic. Then after we will discuss types of sections, then basics of orthographics, then fundamentals of orthographics, missing views, sectional views, and typical problems. So this is the outline of today's discussion. Now, what is sectional orthographics? Let me see some video for that. So that is about the basics of sectional views of orthographics. Now, the first types of section. There are 4 types of section. First is full section, half set section, half section, that is offset section, and fourth is removed section. Now, about these 4 sections, what's the application of these sections and how they are used in industry, that we will see in this video. Thanks to Easy Education, easyeducate.com for providing this material. This shows the full section of the object. It could be cut like this, and this remaining portion shows the full section. You can see here, this is top view and this is front view. It is cut like this. So these are the sectional lines which will cut the material, and hence it is shown by the H lines like this. Now, what is offset section? You can see this object. In this object, here circular hole is there and here another hole is there. If you put cutting plane over here, details of these 2 holes is not visible. Hence, sometimes the cutting plane is drawn like this. So this kind of cutting plane is called as the offset section, which is needed in asymmetrical objects. This is another object. This shows the cutting plane, hatching lines which are drawn at an angle of 45 degree. This is half section. And this is the removed section which is used in hooks. The next is basics of orthographics. What are the basic rules which are used in orthographics? That we will see here. So this is, you can see here, an object, and a glass box theory is used in this object. These sides, this plane coincides with this. So this blue colored portion shows the front view. This green colored portion shown over here, that represents this right hand side view. So from right hand side view, these 3 planes would be visible. Hence it could be drawn like this, reverse L, and these are the edges which are shown over here. In top view, this red colored portion would appear like this. So that would be visible like this. This is a rectangle, this is another rectangle, and this is another shape. So in top view it would be visible like this. So this shows the top view of this object, this view shows front view, and this view shows its right hand side view. Now I open this, so by opening these three views it would be visible three views. Now some typical problems related to this topic.
Hello, today we will generate front view, top view and left hand side view of this object as seen in direction X. As the first step, we will draw the bounding box of this object and determine bounding rectangles of projections in their respective planes. Observe primary parts of this object: base plate with spot holes, semi-cylindrical extrusion, boss hole, rib and slotted vertical plate. Now let us start with the front view, and we will first draw the rectangle for the base plate 170 mm by 15 mm. Then draw three vertical center lines at a distance of 20 mm, 75 mm and 40 mm from the left side. As next step, we will project spot face holes. Observe each hole has two parts with different diameters. Draw hidden lines for the upper part with 30 mm diameter and it is 5 mm deep. The lower part has diameter of 15 mm. Now let's project semi-cylindrical extrusion. To determine its center, draw horizontal center line 35 mm above the ground. Let us take cross section of this line with third center line and draw a circle of radius 10 mm and semicircle of radius 20 mm. Now complete this extruded part. Next, draw horizontal center line parallel to previous line at a distance of 60 mm upside. Use the crossing point of this horizontal line with the third vertical center line as a center of boss circle. Draw inner circle of diameter 10 mm and outer circle of 25 mm. And don't forget the connecting rib. In next step, draw inclined line with 30-degree angle with respect to the third vertical center line. Taking radius as 50 mm plus 7 mm plus 8 mm, draw semicircular center line that intersects with both the center lines. Now quickly close the end caps of the slot. They have radii of 8 mm inside and 15 mm outside. Now let's go to the rounded corner of vertical plate. It has a radius of 20 mm. Join it with a tangent line that extends till the base plate. As a last step of front view, draw inclined rib at 15-degree angle and connecting the slot. So here is the complete front view. Let us now move to the top view. We see the bounding rectangle here. Next, draw three vertical center lines at 20 mm, 75 mm and 40 mm respectively from left. Also, draw a horizontal center line at 20 mm above the base. Note the intersection points of this line with vertical center lines. Using these intersection points, draw two spot face holes with 30 mm diameter of outside circle and 15 mm diameter of inside circle. Now for inclined rib and slot, take reference from the front view. The inclined rib is 10 mm thick and slot portion is 15 mm thick. Next, project semi-cylindrical extrusion. It is represented as a rectangle of 35 mm by 40 mm. Don't forget hidden lines for the 20 mm hole in it. Observe this acute overlap of slot with this semi-cylindrical portion as seen in the top view. Then project boss hole as a rectangle of 25 mm by 5 mm and draw hidden lines for 10 mm diameter hole in it. Finally draw projection for the connecting rib. Alright, so let us now move to the left hand side view. First, extend details of base plate from front view and top view. Include lines of spot face holes as well. Next, extend inclined rib and slotted vertical plate from front view and top view. Include through slot as well. Also, take center line of boss hole from front view and generate bossing with its inside hole with hidden lines. Now extend semi-cylindrical extrusion from front view and top view. Don't forget its hole that is throughout the vertical plane. The last remaining part of this object is the connecting rib. Draw inclined line for it. And here we go. So let's show all the necessary dimensions, all the views to complete this solution.
So now about the fundamentals used in orthographics, some basics and the rules which are used to draw the sectional orthographic views, and reference is taken from INIFD Corporate. This is orthographic projections. If you look from here, this object will appear like this. Width of this object would be here and height of this object could be represented like this. And this is defining the 6 principal views of orthographic views. This is an object and 6 views could be opened like this: front, top, bottom, left hand, right and rear. Which views to present? So general guidelines to present the view is that pick a front view that is most descriptive of the object, and most common combination of the views is front, top and side. You can see here this is front view. If we move towards the left side, it could be second, third and fourth step. So this is the right hand side view. It could be tilted like this, so top view. The next is glass box approach. Place the object in a glass box, freeze the views from each direction and unfold the box. So we can use the glass box to draw various views like this. This is an object and it is assumed that the object is put in the glass box. So all the sides are transparent and these points from front view can be transferred to the glass on the front side like this. So if you look from the front side, this object would appear like this, which is drawn by red colored line. Similarly, if you look from the top side, the object would appear as shown with the green colored lines. So this is the upper layer of the glass box which shows the top view, and this blue colored portion shows right hand side view of the object. So if the object is to be transferred to right side glass, it would appear as shown by blue colored lines. This is unfolding of the glass box. Now we unfold all sides of the glass box and this is 3 views of the object: front view, top view and side view. And we assume third angle projection method. Hence front view is drawn below XY line and top view is drawn above its front view. And this right hand side view is drawn to the right side of the object. Now difference between first angle and third angle projection method. This is the symbol for first angle, symbol for third angle projection method. And here we assume object is lying in the third quadrant, and this is conventional orthographic views. Front view, right hand side view, top view, and width of front view, top view would be alike, and height of front view and right hand side view would be similar. Line thickness, it may be dark line or may be light line, and there are thin lines, center line or dotted line, dashed line, which are used to show the hidden parts of the object. Visible lines are darker lines drawn with 0.6 mm thickness, hidden lines used with 0.3 mm thickness, and center lines are drawn with 0.6 mm thickness. This is normal rules, but may deviate based on the size of the drawing. For example, here the object is drawn, visible line should be drawn first, then after hidden line, and then after center line should be drawn. So any overlapping is there, in that case the hidden line, the full line should be given priority. Here some space, small space should be left to show the projection lines of the dimension. These lines should not touch the object. This is the parallel dimensioning, means dimensioning is done parallel to each other. It consists of several dimensioning originating from one projection line. With the one reference line, the dimensioning is made. And this is superimposed running dimensions used to save the space of the drawing. And the dimensions are inserted with the single line, with this dimension to be written over here. And this is combination of both the dimensioning, chain dimensioning and parallel dimensioning. This is chain dimensioning. All the dimensions are inserted here, and this is combination of both chained and parallel. Now dimensioning of circle is to be given by 560 and so on, or 500. 5 represents its diameter, and if it's a radius, we insert capital R as shown over here. R5 means this radius is 5 millimeter, and 5 means millimeter, it's not centimeter. Similarly here R15 and R5 are the parameters of this arc.